Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm still in the front room because my craft room is too hot. It's Joyce time. We like Joyce time, don't we? Wherever I'm sitting, it can be Joyce time. So today I'm on page 114 and 115. We've got a put in the word to work. We've got a no one can do anything, everything, and a life point. So we've got 3 today. Shall we get going? Are we sitting comfortably? Do you have your Bible with you? If you have one. Let's get going, shall we? Start waffling then. Moses was a man with many responsibilities. All day, every day, the Israelites came to him for everything. Wanting to please the people, Moses tried to meet all of their needs. When God told Moses, through his father-in-law, that his task was too heavy for him, the message came through loud and clear. The thing that you are doing is not good. You cannot do it alone. It's in Exodus 18, 17 and 18. One of the fastest ways for a person to grow weary in ministry is to be a people pleaser rather than a God pleaser. For many years, I did everything in my ministry except lead the worship. This is Joyce speaking. I taught in all the sessions and I prayed for sometimes hundreds of people after the meetings. Between sessions, I would greet people at the cassette tape table, sign books, and do just about anything that was asked of me, because I was trying to give people everything I thought they wanted. I finally realised if I kept up that fanatic pace, it would physically kill me. I quickly learned that God did not anoint my efforts to be a people pleaser. People pleasers have a hard time setting proper boundaries in ministry. But we need to understand that setting limits is wise and is a sign of strength, not weakness. Like Moses, we need to learn that we cannot do it all. We are on the road to burnout if we try to keep everyone happy and do everything we think they want us to do all of the time. Seek to please God alone, and you will experience peace, freedom, and enjoyment you have never known. I'd like to make a comment on that, about being the people pleaser and doing everything. Now, we know there's a lot of people on YouTube. That's fine. Some do one video every now and again. Some do them monthly, some do them weekly. Some try and do them daily. And then you've got Facebook. People go on Facebook and they're on groups on there, and so they've got to react to that. And then some of them have got Instagram. Not something I have. I mean, I've got Facebook, but I don't carry my YouTube onto my Facebook. My YouTube is just my YouTube. And I try and do 2 videos for you for each Monday to upload. But I worry that some of my fellow YouTubers are just trying too much, doing too much. They're not giving themselves time to sit back and think creatively. They're being people pleasers rather than a God pleaser. See, a God pleaser say, right, no, stand back. I need to take time over this. I'm not doing YouTube to just please everybody. I like to do my Bible readings, and I hope that that pleases God. And I also do a craft video, which pleases me. But I don't do it to please people. I mean, obviously, I'd like you to like them. That would help. But it's not like, oh, I've got to do a video. Oh no, I've got to do this. I've got to answer this. I've got to do that. I've got to post this. I've got to do. No. I'll do these when I'm ready to do them, when I'm comfortable to do them. That's what I'd say. I hate people that try and so hard and then they might burn themselves out. It's not good for you. Anyway, back to my Bible reading. I've got off my soapbox. This is putting the word to work. This is on page 114, still on the same page. If you are in a position of leadership, do you have people who will be as Aaron and Hur to you, strengthening you when you are weary? If not, ask God to give you people like that in your life. I have a backup. My hubby John. He's always there to back me up. If I get a bit weary, he can see it and he'll say, Lynn, enough. Have a lay down, whatever. Just pull back. You're obviously doing too much. That can happen when I go down the allotment. I tend to do too much. And he'll say, right, you, sit. Yes. Anyway, over to 115 page. And this is the life point, this one. A little bit of extra in here. It says, when God calls a leader, he not only anoints that person to do a certain work, but he also places and anoints people around the leader to do part of that work. That is the great truth Moses discovered when he learned to delegate some of his work to others. Because Moses heeded the wise counsel of his father-in-law, see Exodus 18 to 22, he was better able to endure the stress of his task, and at the same time others were given the opportunity to grow in leadership. God places certain people in each of our lives to help us. If we do not receive their help, we can become frustrated and overworked. Likewise, they feel unfulfilled because they are not using their gifts and are unable to develop their own sense of accomplishment. It's like letting people help you, isn't it? Do you feel overburdened with enormity of your task? Are you in danger of falling apart emotionally or physically? Because they are linked, aren't they? You set your brain off too much and it'll come out in pain and everything else. Learn to delegate. Let as many people help you as possible. If you do, you will last a lot longer and will enjoy yourself a lot more. And others will be blessed as they find purpose in doing their part. God has created us to be interdependent on one another. We need each other. So it's a case of you don't have to do everything yourself. You can get help. You can ask for help. Now, I found that with this fibromyalgia I have and the chronic fatigue, my days are very much up and down. But as I say, I'm very lucky in that I have a hubby that will do the meals, will wash things up, will sort the washing out, will do the ironing. He's a good one. I've trained him well. We said when we first got together, which is now 28 years ago, I said to him, well, you can have a 20-year agreement that you do everything in the house. I run the accounts and things like that and use the computers. And he said, okay, I'll sign to that. Well, of course, then 20 years went past and we're sort of now into 28. So I've upped his agreement for another 20 years to say, oh, no, you can still do everything. I'm not a problem with that. It helps me out, honestly. He's not an elderly abuse to him. He does actually like to keep busy and he likes to keep fit. And he says if he sits still too long, he just seizes up, which is true because obviously it happened to him. So I like to delegate. And perhaps you'd like to do that, dear. Would you like to do this, dear? We do what jobs we're best at both doing. And that's how it works for us. So on that silly note, I shall say, do give us a thumbs up. Do subscribe. There's always more to come. And you stay safe and you take care. Look after yourselves. Sometimes just put number one first. Okay? And it's bye-bye for now.